Welcome, US Geoguessr fans. This is the Professor. I am going to be playing another challenge today. A challenge brought to us by my friends at Shmoo Gaming. This is the series where just the Catalyst is playing, and he has reached his goal of 24,000 in the last episode. So this is Series 3, Episode 4. Check out Shmoo Gaming on YouTube. Play along with their challenges. Give them some likes, subscribe. They have a lot of good US Geoguessr content. Tons and tons of Geoguessr world content on YouTube, but relatively few of us producing US only. So I've really had a good time playing along with these challenges. Being dropped in some interesting locations. Let us see where we are taken today. My real hope is no zoos, no cemeteries, not getting stuck in Central Park again, things like that. Roycroft Place, 8th Avenue South. Roycroft, 8th Avenue. Okay, interesting. 8th Avenue Antique Mall. I gotta say, wherever this is seems relatively familiar. I don't have a bead on it yet. I see I-65 in front of me, and just gotta think we're in Nashville. It looks like we are on the south side of Nashville, which would make sense. Roycroft, 8th Avenue South. It's a little bit ironic because one of the last challenges we played was exclusively in the city of Nashville. So if that's indeed where we are, I feel like everybody's gotta get that one. I just feel like the one time 615. Is that a Nashville area code? 615? There is a yellow plate in front of me. That's interesting. No fronts. Front plate on that one. Interesting. I gotta say, I have not seen any kind of like Tennessee license plates yet. So, where could we be? 8th Avenue South. Big 98. Let's take a look at this billboard. Do we get anything? McKeesboro, Murfreesboro, Lebanon. Okay, yeah, so somewhere in Tennessee, are we not? The Basement. That place looks pretty cool. 8th Avenue South, though, I just think that's north-south, but is that South Nashville? As I was thinking? 31st Avenue South. Yeah, there's 12th. Hillsdale. There's 8th. Yeah, that has to be where we were. Okay, so we were on 8th and Roycroft. I gotta tell you, we got very, very few clues on this one. I just kind of just vibed south side of Nashville. We didn't really get any Tennessee plates. We just got the signs. We got I-65. That was good. Maybe I was just used to playing Nashville. Okay, and of course Catalyst got it too. He was also used to playing Nashville. This was down on the south side though, which is one of the few places I've been in Nashville. So I was lucky I was able to recognize that. 855 area code won't help. Plate right in front of us, the Smith Center. City Museums. We are very dry. We are very much in the desert, it looks like. We are seeing lack of front plates ahead. Okay, interesting. Seeing kind of a mix. I mean, my first instinct was California. It looked like we might have some Cali plates there. But it's concerning, right, that we don't really have many examples of front plates. So 515 and 93. 515, 15, where are we? Are we going to be around Vegas? There's 15. There's 215. There's the 515. 93, 95. Okay, so we have to be. Looked like maybe we were just seeing a mix of plates there, but with this combination, 515, 93, 95, we got to be in Vegas, right? Because here's 95, there is 515, and there is where 93 is coming in. So we're going south. We're hitting the 515. Are we just in downtown Las Vegas? If we're going south, we're looking at that 93, 95. I mean, all of this would make sense. That would put us on Interstate 15. Again, plates weren't really a help. We just, yeah, there's North Las Vegas Civic Center, so we have to be north of downtown. Here we are next to New Woo Cannabis. Cool. Is that possibly where we are? Where is... Okay, there's North Las Vegas. So we may be next exit going north. Yeah, okay. So we got to be in between somewhere right here. Is there any way we can get an overpass? Looking northeast, and then there is a bridge going diagonally there. Is that anything we're going to be able to locate? Probably not. But I'm guessing we might just be somewhere here, north of that 515 exit. How far away was I? 4995. Okay, not too bad. We were just off a little bit. Other side of Owens. Catalyst went Phoenix. Again, that looked real Phoenix for sure. Don't think anybody could be faulted for thinking that. It's just the interstate numbers weren't matching up. I mean, I didn't get anything except a variety of plates and then that North Las Vegas Convention Center along with the roads to line that up. So we were just north of Las Vegas. We are in New York City now for sure. Before I move, let me just think about where we could possibly be. I really like region guessing. New York City proves to be tough sometimes. We have some pretty tall buildings to the west, though. We got a very impressive looking kind of stone bridge or structure there to the west. That's super interesting. So with the tall buildings, that makes me think Manhattan, but the environs don't feel Manhattan. I think maybe what we're looking at there to the west is downtown Brooklyn, but don't have too much yet. It just doesn't look dense enough to be anywhere in Manhattan. I would say if we are in Manhattan, it's probably upper, but I think we're in one of the outer boroughs. I think this just really feels Brooklynish to me, but New York City's tough. Madison and Clinton. Can we get anything off of this sign? Gotham Health, Governor, Metro Plus. Okay. I know there's, I think, a Governor's University somewhere in the city, and I'm not entirely sure where that is. Okay, we are in Manhattan. Because if we look here, we get Lower East Side. That's a big tip-off. And look at the prefix on the bus. We get M22. So we were near Brooklyn, but we were still in Manhattan. I'm kind of surprised that Lower East Side looks like this, but we're real close, as you can see, to the river. And we're real close to Brooklyn. But not there, barely into Manhattan. So Madison and Clinton appears to be where we started, is it not? No. Cherry? Does that say Cherry? Cherry and Clinton. Okay. So we got it. Let's zoom out. Yeah, just right on the tip of Manhattan, Lower East Side. Knew we were in New York, just real instantly. Just from the general vibe, the yellow plates everywhere. Here, finally, plates were helpful when we didn't really need them. So what were we looking at towards the west there? Financial district, okay? Makes sense. What is that stone structure? Is that just Manhattan Bridge? Yeah, okay. Looking at the Manhattan Bridge there, I couldn't really tell from that angle. You can see it there going into the neighborhood of Dumbo. Catalyst looks like he went Bronx. Yeah. Not a bad guess. I did not immediately think that was Manhattan for sure. Thought we were in Brooklyn, but Bronx really wasn't a bad guess with the residential housing, the kind of big project housing. Queens probably wouldn't have been a bad guess either. Something like Long Island City. Here we are in a little, is this a chicken place? Come on, this map. Where are you taking us? Please let me just get out of here. I hope this isn't a photosphere. No, okay, cool. It at least lets me get out of here. All right, now we're in a bit more familiar environment. Look at these brick row houses everywhere. Everything's really dense. Everything is very close together. Pig Town. Okay, well, that is a tip-off. But just looking at this architecture, there are really only two places we could be with this dense row house, brownstone-ish almost kind of structure. I think we got to either be in Baltimore or we got to be in Philly. But the pig town is going to make me go Baltimore. And the more I look at this architecture, I think the more Baltimore leaning it is rather than Philadelphia. These are also Baltimore, I believe, street signs, Washington and Wyeth. If we were in Philly, street signs would be different. They would have a distinctly trapezoidal shape, and they might even have something like, I think some have the Liberty Bell on them. Here's Pigtown. I just knew this was a neighborhood, yeah, close to Oriole Park, here in southwest Baltimore. So we are at Wyeth and Washington. Here's Washington going southwest. Carrie Bayard. We only have about a minute. Are we going to be able to pinpoint this? Not sure. Let's see, though. We're on Washington going east-west, so we're not on this section going diagonally. So there's Wyeth. We started out, where was that little cafe? Ethiopian Market and Cafe. Oh, no, it had to have been Nick's Rotisserie Chicken, right? Is that where we started? So 45 seconds left. Let's admire inner city Baltimore. Love Baltimore for sure. The architecture is so distinct. We know it's not DC because, again, the street signs. DC would be, dare I say, a little bit nicer. And then, yeah, I don't think this could be Philly either, although I don't think that would be a bad mistake at all, going Philly. Like I said at the beginning, I think there's just a couple places we could be on the East Coast. Nice job, Catalyst, getting right there in Pigtown on Washington. Okay, great job. Good round 4 in Baltimore again. I remember we were in Baltimore off of Lombard Street in an earlier seed, so maybe Catalyst was able to remember something and pick something up there. Austin Street, blue street sign. Can't really read that at the moment. Train signal, okay. Tall building there, kind of almost Gothic looking building, and then very tall glass skyscrapers there as well. Huh. Don't recognize those street signs, but with a name like Austin, obviously, one of the first things I'm going to be thinking is Texas. And then looking at those plates, those certainly look Texas as well. So with the train tracks here, with them being at grade in the street, we see some light rail. That would not lead me to Austin. Austin does not have light rail like this. It would lead me to Houston. Houston does have street at grade light rail like this going through downtown. And I think that's where we are. Houston police backwards on that car. Yeah, that confirms. And then also looking back at the street sign, Minute Maid Park District. So Minute Maid Park is where the Astros play, my favorite baseball team. Don't hold it against me that I love the Astros. I've been a fan of them ever since 1983 when I was 4 years old. I'm not from Houston, but I love the Astros. So that's where we are. Let me stop reminiscing. We're on Capitol and Austin. With street signs like that, Capitol and Austin, wow, somebody would really be tempted to go Austin, I think. But street signs are not correct. There's Capitol and Austin. Street signs not correct for Austin. And Austin does have a commuter rail system, I believe, but it's not, it doesn't look like this. This is Houston Light Rail. So knowing where there are light rail systems in the US can be really, really helpful. So Texas vibes, Houston street signs, Houston downtown, Houston light rail, Houston police. We're at Capitol in Austin. Nice. Great job, Catalyst, getting Houston and not being fooled there by the signs, thinking it was elsewhere in Texas. 24,995. That's great. Not perfect. I just lost a few points somewhere. I think in that Vegas round. That was our first one. Oh, no. I managed a 5K round one, but that was in Nashville. Okay. That, I think, was our hardest round. I know Catalyst was able to get it because we've been practicing Nashville, and I think that's maybe where he lives now. But that just, it was just pure vibes, and then a few of the street signs gave us some hints there. 4995, yeah, that was the Vegas round. I really don't like being on interstates because they're so difficult to pinpoint. That bridge we were looking at, I guess, was on the map. That railroad bridge, yeah, I should have known that's what that line was, but no big deal. I was right there. Interstates, I just tend to plonk. I don't, just takes so long to try to line them up. It's so difficult. New York City, Lower East Side, Manhattan. I was fooled. Didn't look Manhattan to me, but we figured it out with that M22 bus. Then Pigtown, Baltimore. Nice. Love being in Baltimore. And then our final round, Houston, downtown Houston, right by the light rail. So that was a fun challenge, a fun urban challenge. Catalyst also did good, 22048. Thanks to him for the challenge. Check out Shmoo Gaming's channel again on YouTube. Check out my other videos for more US Geoguessr content. And thank you for watching.